y'all, welcome back. Exciting but scary news. I am moving. Yeah, and I feel like if you're coming over from TikTok or if you're new, I'll fill you in on everything. I've been scrambling for a contract. I feel like on TikTok I've been talking about it, people have been giving me ideas, and like I'm gonna go into everything, give all the updates, and then I'll let y'all know where I'm moving. I'm nervous. I'm nervous to say it, but it's kind of random, kind of not, but let's get into it. So these past few weeks, I've been trying to plan in advance to find a contract. I am a travel nurse, so I work on a contract basis. It's usually 3-month contracts, and then depending, I can extend. So like out here in Hawaii, I was able to work for 3 months. I extended, what did I extend to? I'm working from mid-August to end of December. So essentially I lived here like 4.5 months. And like I love the hospital I work at. I love living out here. So my initial plan was to stay out here and work at a bigger hospital, make more money, yada yada. I was applying there. They really were interested in me, but they wanted me to start now, and I'm not willing to give up holidays with my family to start out here. So I said no, I'll start in January. They said okay, as long as we have spots. And lo and behold, people took the spots. So they don't need anyone. Then I was like, you know what, maybe let me go to California. California would be good. It pays a lot for like nurses. Was looking out there, and the contracts really weren't paying for the amount I would spend like moving out there. I understand I get housing stipends and stuff, but like I should be getting paid more. And like I was looking in like Vallejo, I was looking in Fresno, Sacramento, Southern San Francisco, Oakland. I was trying to be like a Bay Area girly, and I feel like since the Bay Area's cost of living is so high, I can't be a Bay Area girly without Bay girl money. Bay Area girl. Bay Area girly? Whatever. Anyway, like I just couldn't do it. So like the Bay Area is definitely in my future, but not right now. Los Angeles had some contracts, and I was in LA like earlier this year and I really enjoyed it, but I think I just need like a break from LA. Not that I got tired of it or anything like bad happened. I just had like bad luck out there. Like I got locked out of my house several times, locked out of my car. You know what? Time out. I was supposed to be doing my makeup while we talked. Also, is this clear? Y'all need to call me out when it's not. There it is. Okay, let's do makeup and chat. Doing my typical face. But Los Angeles wasn't gonna work. So then I was like, okay, let me do California. I was working on getting my New York license, but then once again, upstate New York, apparently nursing in New York is like the truth. It's like hard work, and like I'm not gonna be doing that for like not as much as I should get paid. And like the pay was supposed to be higher for this season, like it's winter season, but unfortunately it wasn't. So then I was like, what do I do? And like I'm just walking you guys through my whole entire thought process, because like these past few weeks I feel so bad for my sister. She's had to listen to me while I'm like literally scrambling. Like I'm just talking and I'm like, do I do this? Do I do this? And literally every other day for the past 2 weeks I've had a new plan, and like I wanted to explain it on TikTok, but like the girls that get it, and like I feel like I don't know. I don't like to be the type of person that says I'm gonna do something and not do it. Like, oh guys, I'm looking at moving here, and then like I don't move there. But simply the reason why I wouldn't move there is because like the pay or the contract's not working, you know? But like I just didn't want to do that, and like not even get people hyped, but get people invested in something that I'm not gonna do. And then just people be like, I don't know. I don't want to be one of those people on the internet. Oh, she has all this talk and she doesn't do it. It's like no. Like I was fully ready to stay out here. Like I was fully ready to go to California. I was willing to go to literally Minnesota at one point to just go make some money. But like contracts didn't align. I was also looking at Duluth in Minnesota. This story's gonna go all over the place, but we're gonna get to the city eventually. All right? Okay, fine. I'll say it. I'm going to DC. Okay, backtrack. So I was looking at all these places. So then a hospital out here opens up another one, but then the issue was I would have to rent a car. And then out here, I feel like it was a sign. As y'all can see, I'm in a new spot. I'm not in my OG studio out here. And that's because the people that sublet it to me, I initially sublet until mid-November. I extended with them until December 9th. And then after that, they didn't need anyone because they were coming back. And so I was like, oh, can I like leave for the week and then come back in? And they're like, well, actually, someone's gonna be renting. And I was like, why didn't you guys ask me? Yeah. So like I feel like that was a sign, because like I have to find housing again. So right now I'm subletting from a girl. For the last 2 weeks I'm living out in Hawaii. I'm just subletting from this girl. Back to the original thing I was saying. So I feel like out here it's really hard to find housing, and like I didn't want to really feel like going through that. If I work somewhere far, I would need a car. So then my plans changed, and I was like, let me look at the 7 states that have licenses in. And like obviously you guys get all the tea. I'm going to Chicago next summer. I don't care what it takes. I will be in Chicago. Like that is my dream city for the summer. So that was a plan for later. I didn't want to go too early in the winter because I'm scared like I'll go there and I won't like it. Like imagine me in the brick. And like don't get me wrong, like I am from the cold. I'm literally from Pennsylvania, like born in New York, from Pennsylvania, like I can do cold, but I'd rather not be in the freezing. Like I'm used to Northeast cold. That's very different from Chicago. So that wasn't an option. I was looking in Jersey, the pay, looking in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, the pay, like it just wasn't hitting. So then I was looking into DC. While I was looking into DC, I found a really good contract in California. Like, do you see how this story just goes like this? The past few weeks of my life, every other day when I speak to my friends on the phone, they're like, "Oh, so like, where are you going?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to California. I'm staying here." And yeah, like at this point, like, who can trust what I'm saying? I don't know. No one has any idea what my plan is. Like, everyone's just like, "Okay, let me know when you land," because like, trying trying to keep up with my plans is like nearly impossible because as a travel nurse, like your plans and your idea, like it's not gonna go as planned. So you just have to be really flexible and just open to whatever. So I had some prayer and I had to remain patient. So when I was looking at DC, I applied, and let me tell you, this recruiter tried to play me. They applied me for the job, and then I was looking for more jobs, and I saw the same job posted for $400 more a week. I called the recruiter. I said, "Pull my application right now." And he was like, "Whoa, what happened? Blah blah." I said, "I'm having another recruiter apply me. Like you're jipping me." And he's like, "What are they paying?" And I told him. He's like, "Oh well, we can up it and da da da." I said, "No, like I don't trust you." And that's the thing with travel nursing as well. Since you're working with these third parties and you have to like, so there's the hospital, and in order to work for the hospital, you need to use an agency that's like the middleman. This is the middleman. We'll put a middle finger because he's the middleman. And like the middleman negotiates with the hospital a certain price. So say it's like 5,000 a week, whatever it is. And then they come to you and say it's 3,000. And then you agree and you work for them, not knowing the hospital is actually going to pay you more. The hospital's not taking into account the middleman. The middleman's taking from you. So that's why each agency takes a different percentage of what your cut should be. Now the issue is you're not allowed to, I guess, like know what the hospital is actually paying the nurse. Like I've heard of people try to go to the hospital to find out, and like they can literally get in trouble from their agency, they can get fired, whatever, because like they can't disclose that information. And it's like, how can you not disclose what I'm working for? Like it's just, and I understand agencies deserve a cut, right? They're helping you find the job, but like tell me what the cut is. So sometimes you can compare when you see two agencies contracting at the same hospital. So I peeped that and I was like, what the heck, dude? That's like $1,600 less I would get a month. Like that's crazy. So I ended up getting applied to that place with the correct rate because I was like, oh hell no. As I was casually looking on the website trying to find other jobs, because you always need a backup, I saw two jobs, one in San Diego and a really good, is the camera like lowering? Oh my god. There we go. One in San Diego that was paying, I think it was like really good money. I forget what it was. And the other one was in South San Francisco, both day shift, ICU, perfect positions. So it was a weekend this past Saturday. So I'm messaging the recruiters, hey, I'm interested, No one's responding because it's the weekend. And I was like, oh my gosh, these contracts are going to get taken. Monday morning, like Hawaii, it was 4 in the morning this time. So like, no, not 4 in the morning. Whatever time it is over here, like 9 a.m. Eastern time, 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning. I was calling recruiters like, hey, da 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 da. Get in contact when she's yep, we'll apply you, send me all your information, da 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 da. I sent her all my stuff, and when I'm telling you, I'm lightning fast, like, because I have it all on a file, so I was able to get her everything she needed within about 20 minutes, because I also did like a skills checklist, my references were ready, like, I was ready to apply. I was ready to apply. She starts to submit me, she calls me, I already knew what she was gonna say on the phone. I said, "Miss, the job closed?" She said, "Yep, the job closed." I said, oh, I was so like, and the thing is, mind you, San Diego had not been on my radar. Literally Saturday, found the job. Then in my head, I'm like, oh, moving to San Diego, bet. Monday comes around, it's gone. Like, and that's just how quickly the jobs go. So like, I don't know. I think my issue when I apply to these jobs is I'm just like, oh wait, yeah, moving to San Diego. Like that was my thought process on Saturday. It's like, girl, at least apply to the job before you think that you're gonna move. Like the delusion is unreal over here. But she's like, oh, well, we don't have that one available, but like I have other ones in California. So she's listing off the one she has in California. I'm like, honestly, not interested. She's like, well, what are you looking for? And I told her, well, listen, if it's high paying, I'm willing to go to the middle of nowhere. I'm down to go to, no offense to the Bakersfield girls, I'm down to go to Bakersfield. I'm down to go to Vallejo. I'm down to go to a suburb or even a rural part of California to go get the bag. Because I'm trying to bag chase. I'm just trying to make money. I said, now, if it's not in one of those places and it's in a city, I'm down for taking a little bit lower pay because at least I'm in a city that interests me, but here are the cities that interest me. And I laid them out to her. She then proceeded to show me contracts in rural and suburb areas for low pay. And I was like, I'm going to be miserable. I know myself. I'm going to sign the contract. And 2 weeks later, I'm going to want to cancel. So like, let's just avoid that at all costs and just find the right contract. So Then she said to me something that like no recruiter's ever done, which I've only heard about this in stories from other people. She was like, well, if you don't sign now and sign one of these contracts, they're all going and you're not going to have one. So you just like need to choose one. And honestly, these are the best options. Nothing's going to get better than this. And like she kind of like used this scare tactic I've heard that recruiters do. And the reason why they do it is because they want to sign you. Because when they sign you, I don't know if they get a sign on bonus or what, but like they get a cut out of what we make. So like they want. Sorry, I'm looking everywhere in my makeup bag for this one color blush. Here is purple. They want you to sign these contracts because they get paid when you get paid, and the more people they can get signed on, the better. Oh my god, I should have listed off the products. We're gonna do another day where we do like full on makeup, but like today we're just like chatting. Later I'll give you all the products. But they just want you to sign, right? Like that's their job. Once again, I don't know if they get a bonus off of you, but like they just want your money. They want more signatures. So she's just like using this scare tactic, and I was like, listen, I'm fine with being patient. Like I want to wait for the right contract. I'm not just gonna apply to anything and be miserable and go because the job is available and I need a job. I was like, I'm not gonna operate like that. And she was like, well, like, what are the other contracts you're looking at? And I was telling her, I was like, oh, well, the pay is this amount. And she was like, well, we have the highest paying contracts in California. There's no way. And I was like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I have the contract in front of my face. And she's like, oh, well, that must be an old contract because, like, we have the highest paying. And I was like, okay. Like, I literally was on the phone, like, okay. Like, I'm not about to sit here and try to convince you that this contract is paying. I'm just not. So then she just like left a bad taste in my mouth and she's like, oh, well, let's apply you to some other ones. And I was like, honestly, I'm gonna wait. And she's like, oh, like, what about night shift? Da, da, da. I was like, I'm gonna wait. So I waited. I then was getting nervous. So I hit up my hospital out here. I was like, are you guys offering extensions? Like, da, 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 what's the vibes? And they were like, oh, well, we might, but like they wouldn't get back to me. And then as of yesterday, no, 2 days ago, my plan was, okay, maybe I can extend at my hospital for 6 weeks, buy myself time, and then reapply or get the DC job on hold if they give it to me. Yesterday, I found out that I got the DC job. It's a day shift ICU position, which I'm so excited. Actually, I'm out here lying for. I applied to a day shift ICU. It's rotating, which is still better than night shift. I can't do permanent nights. Now in Chicago, I'm willing to risk it all. I will do nights, but not for this. So it's gonna be a mix, and as long as it's more days than nights or like a schedule that I like, I'm fine with that. A decent pay, and I'm just like excited. Like it is gonna be winter though, and like that's the other thing I was toying with. Like I came out here, I low-key escaped the cold weather, but like I'm gonna jump back into it, and not only that, but in a new city where I don't know anyone, like I don't know, my like tummy tingles when I'm like talking about DC because like I thought about going to DC in August, right? And then this opportunity to come to Hawaii came up, so I came here, but like it wasn't really on my radar. And like I don't know, I guess that's the beauty of travel nursing. Like I recently told my friends, like literally today, like, hey, I'm going to DC, and they were like, oh, like okay, like that's exciting, but like you like you're interested in that city? And I was like, yeah, like why not? And like that's the cool thing about this job. Sorry, I'm like looking for my makeup. You can do it anywhere and everywhere, and like this is just like a new opportunity, a new place for me to like have fun, explore, hopefully meet people, venture out, and like get outside my comfort zone. Right, I'm living in a new place, um, and like am I gonna miss this place? Hell yeah. And like, I could have easily waited until my hospital gave me an extension and like stayed out here. Um, but like I think it's time for like something new. And the great thing is like I realized I liked it out here. Like and I mean, I don't wanna like make shit up, but they love me at my job. Like everyone always asks me like when are you gonna extend? Like da da da, like, oh Eunice, are you working tomorrow? And it's not like I'm friends with anyone at my job currently. I mean, I'm never really friends with anyone at work, but like I'm just nice. I'm like, hey, what's up? Like how are you? Like how's your day? Like we'll talk and everything's super casual. But like since it's like that, I make for a pretty good coworker. I can't say I'm like the best nurse because like there's so many amazing nurses, but I can say I'm a good coworker. And I don't think I've ever made anyone feel bad. I don't think, okay, we can make a whole other video about me as a coworker, but like I think I'm a pretty good coworker, and so like it always like makes me feel good knowing like, okay, I might not be friends with these people. They don't know where I'm from. They don't know what I like to do in my free time. They know like practically nothing about me, but like it's safe to say they think I'm a decent enough coworker to ask me if I'm extending and like be bummed that I'm not. So I could have easily like kind of waited and stayed in my comfort zone out here and like lived out here longer, but I think change is good. And also, if I go back to DC, not back to DC, if I go back to the Northeast, I'll have my closet. And y'all haven't really seen it, but I enjoy getting dressed. Like, I enjoy throwing fits, and I have not been able to do that out here because it is hot. I don't know if you hear that. That's my fan going. and we don't use AC out here. Like places do have AC, but most people live without it on. So like I've been living without it on and I've been fine, but like it's hot. I just wear shorts and a tank top, and it's really hard to like style myself out here when all I do is sweat and want to be in practically no clothing. But I feel like I'll be able to style my sneakers, my jackets. I'll have like my full closet, which is going to be so nice. I'll be back around my friends, and like y'all haven't seen it in a while, and like if you follow me on TikTok like way back when, like I feel like I'm a different person when I'm around the homies, and I feel like people got a sense of that. I need to dust this off. Why am I I'm into 5,000 stories. I feel like people got a sense of that when y'all saw me in Philly for the week that I was away from Hawaii right before I came back in November, like around my friends. I just feel revived and refreshed. And I'm also excited because like I'm gonna make friends in DC. Where the city girl at? And I feel like although like I fit really well here, like my mom has said it, my sister has said it, my friends have said it, you guys I feel like have seen it, I am a city girl. There we go, me in a city. I don't know if DC is similar to Philly. When I'm telling you I've gone to DC a handful of times, when I'm telling you I've done like a minimal amount of research about the city itself, I just like people have said it's good vibes. And like the last time I went to DC, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I also was there for a quick weekend. I really wasn't in the city. I went in the city one night for dinner with my sister, and we were just like, oh, it's okay. But like I feel like living there, I feel like I'll be able to catch the vibe. I'm just really excited for this new chapter, and I feel like now that I'm on YouTube, I'm gonna be vlogging it all. I'm gonna vlog my packing, moving over there, and just like the whole process, which is gonna be nice. And yeah, I'm really ready for this new chapter. Other things I'm excited about is I'm getting back into DJing, and y'all have to hold me accountable. So last year I bought a DJ board. When I can count on two hands the amount of time I've used it, like I quit that hobby so quickly, and I want to pick it back up because imagine this. Hold on. You walk in the club, and you're like, and it's like it's a low-key club. It's not a poppin' club. It's not a crazy club. You don't pay cover, right? It's cool. It's a speakeasy. You know what? It's a dive bar. Let's start there. And I'm like this. Anyways, like wouldn't that be so fun? And like me and my friends even said it. Imagine me and all my bitches, and I'm like, you know what? Don't even pay me for the night. Give us 2 bottles, and I'll bring all the baddies. And we're just like being a DJ is having the ultimate aux cord, and like I want to do that. Now, from my few times I've played with my DJ board, I've realized DJing is way harder than we all think. We all think you just stand up there, look sexy, play a few songs. Like it actually takes work. So I feel like by living in DC, I mean, DC has nothing to do with the DJ board. It's more by living at a place that's a driving distance from home, I can drive a car full of my stuff, which includes my DJ board. I was packing 2 suitcases and a carry-on out here, and I wasn't finna use space in my suitcase for a DJ board, especially since I'm not a DJ. Like, you know, that would have just been dumb. And honestly, that would have been me living in delusion. I don't like line my lips perfectly. I like smudge it everywhere, and then it looks good. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm gonna be picking up that hobby, and then I want to rollerblade again, but I fear when I get to the East Coast it's gonna be snowing. And I was like looking at housing. If anyone knows where to live in DC, help me please, because I was looking and I'm like Zupan Circle, Logan Square, Capitol Hill, like I don't know. And also I realized I'm gonna be moving in when the inauguration's happening, and like not right when it's happening, like the same time, but like around that time. So it's gonna be an interesting climate to live in DC for the first time, to say the least. Overall, I'm still excited. And yeah, like, if the DC girls are on here, do y'all use Bumble? Like, how do you make friends? Like, what's the going out scene like? Like, do people go out? And like, I've seen a few TikTok girlies from DC like on here, and I'm like, do I message them? But like, what do they think I'm going at? So maybe I won't message them. And I have one friend in DC. I've known her since high school, and she knows DC like the back of her hand. She went to university there, so I'm excited for her to show me the ropes. Did my fan just turn off on its own? A baby girl, we need you back on. So that'll be nice to have her there. And then also this one girl that I'm like mutuals with on the internet. I really don't know. I don't know her. She lives in DC. So I've been asking her, I'm like, yo, what's the tea? Like, so those are my DC updates. And then other life updates, the boy is coming to see me, and I'm so excited. I really wish he was able to come out here, but just like the timing of it all, like I'm going home for the holidays, and it didn't make sense for like me to go home for the holidays and then afterwards like us come back here, and then I don't even have a contract out here anymore, so like it just didn't make sense. So we're gonna be hanging out in the Northeast area. I'm super excited for that, and like we're gonna go to some of our favorite like date night spots. We're going to like dinner with my friends one night. We're going out. We're going to my mom's house for a few days, which should be fun. Like when I'm telling you, you want to be in the Jimenez household, you know what? I'm gonna vlog the week that I'm home. I feel like you're gonna learn a lot about me, and in that week you're gonna be like, I fuck with her, or I'm fearful. Cause like the Jimenez household is like something you've never seen. And like, you know, everyone's like, my family's so fun, my family's so fun. You know, mine is like literally all the time we're just like, what is going on in this house? Do you see this camera? Just like what the heck? But yeah, I'm gonna be vlogging that. I think maybe I'll vlog like one full day with the boy. I don't know yet. I don't know. This is my vlog, not his. But like that could be fun. He's super camera shy though, so it's just gonna be me talking with him in the background like this. And then after the New Year's, your girl's going to DC. And like I'm already thinking like, what am I gonna pack? What am I gonna do? And it's like, girl, slow your roll. I need to do my paperwork first. Speaking of which, after this I have to like do my compliance stuff. If people are interested, I can make like TikTok like little clip videos about like how that all works, because travel nursing, like you need to be on your P's and Q's and very organized, okay? Because if not, the contract's not happening, you're not starting your job, jobs aren't choosing you, so you need to like be really on it. I feel like also this move is like really exciting, and like change is cool. Oh, this camera. But I just like wonder sometimes like how long will I do this? Like I've always said like, oh, I'll do travel nursing 5-10 years, like however long. And it is feasible, but like sometimes I ask myself if it's sustainable, right? Because like I don't think people understand, like it's not all like rainbows and butterflies. Like it really is like you being on your P's and Q's, paying attention. When I was in LA, a contract for me ended on a Wednesday. I started a new job on a Monday. Like, and it's just like always like having to apply, having to have licenses, renew them, look for jobs, look for housing, think of transportation. Like there's so many different factors that go into travel nursing. It's exhausting. Like even like the thought of like having to find housing out here, like I'm just like messaging random people hoping they reply, following up, calling, and it's just like it's so much. And it's different from signing a lease. Like signing a lease, you find an empty spot. Like subletting, you're looking for a furnished temporary housing that's affordable. Like the fuck. And I've gotten lucky so far in all the cities I've been in, but it really does take a lot of work. And it's like, how long do I want to do this? And I know like for the foreseeable future, right, like making plans in DC, making plans in Chicago, but like in the future, like how long do I want to keep this up? But simultaneously, like, do you see me being a staff employee? Like I know I don't. I the fuck permanent me? No. So it's like just finding what I want to do. And then like I don't know if there's any other like nurses on here or just like professionals. Like then it just like dawns on you, like I'm 25 years old. I'm still young in turn, okay? Don't play with me. But I'm starting to feel like I'm not young. Be honest with me. Am I young? Because I have them 21-year-olds in my job, and I'm like, you're taking baby nurse title away from me. The fuck are you doing? But like, I'm just like, am I too old for this? And I'm not too old to be travel nursing, but like what is going on? Like I don't know. Should I be going to school? Oh, that was my point. See, y'all already are learning. I go into the stories, and then so you need to bring me back to my original point. My original point was, it starts to dawn on you like, oh, do I want to go back to school? When do I want to go back to school? The timing of going to school. Like, I'm young and turnt right now. If I'm full-time in school, I will just be young. There will be no turnt. Like, and just, I'm the type of person when I'm in school, like, I worry about it. I don't procrastinate. I do things immediately, but like, that just causes anxiety. Like, I'm a different girly when I'm in school. So like trying to time that, it's just like, oh, do I start in September? Or do I start next year in September? Like, oh, but is that too late? And it's like, it's never too late to start school. It's never too late to like find a new passion and go down a new path. But just timing things is, I think, a big issue. And like I always say, it's like something I want to learn to like make decisions and like live life. But like, girl, that's the whole point of life. Like some people just like know what they want a little quicker than the rest of us. So I feel like since I'm still having fun with what I'm doing, I'm in no rush. But like, do I need to make a decision soon? Like, I don't know, but those are all the things that go through my head. And like, career is not my life. My life is my life, and my career is gonna supplement my life. I always say that. Just, I need to supplement. That's why I'm doing travel nursing. But like, I don't know. Oh, where am I going with this? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. That's where I was going. Anywho, this has been fun. If you made it to this point and you follow me on TikTok, on my latest video, leave 3 purple hearts. 3 purple hearts so I know you know. You're in with the end. And it's probably gonna be like one of you. But still, I'll like know someone's listening. Anyways, this has been fun. I'll talk to y'all soon.